So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about quality circle. So quality circles are the principal method for achieving participation of 5 to 15 workers from the same area of achievement, led by 4 of supervisor who act as a group leader to liaise workers and the management. The function of quality circle is to identify local problems and recommend the solutions. The aim of quality circle is to contribute to the improvement and development of the enterprises. At the same time, respect the human relationship with happy workshop offering job satisfaction and deploy human capabilities fully empowered infinite potential from the employees. So these are different objectives. So quality circle means it's a group of small workers, okay, 5 to 15 workers. Small group of employees who meet frequently to solve companies' quality problems and provide recommendations to them. Quality circles initially developed in Japan only recently have some degree of success in US. These employees involved in the quality circles meet frequently either at someone's home or at the plant before the shift begins. The group identifies problems, analyzes data, and recommends solutions, carry out management approach. The success of quality circle is heavily based upon management's willingness to employ the recommendations. Key elements of quality circle include they have team efforts, they are completely voluntary, employees trained in group dynamics, motivations, communications, and problem solving. Members rely upon each other for management support is achieved. So management support is achieved, but as needed. Creativity is encouraged. Management listens to recommendations. So these are some key elements of quality circles. Okay. Benefits of quality circles. There are improved quality of products and services will be achieved. Better organizational communication will be better here, and the worker performance will be more and more effective, and the morality of the workers is improved. Okay, these are some important benefits of quality circle. So 4 points for formation of quality circle. That is voluntarism. So when it comes to quality circle, people have to volunteer themselves. Okay, it is a team effort which have to become on basis of voluntary. Okay, so not by the command from the above. So we should not say that the engineer has to give some command and then they have to follow. Not like that. Quality circle should be come from themselves. Begin circle activities with people who have wish to participate. Okay. So self-development next. So circle members must be willing to study. So they have to develop themselves. So they have to take some learning exercise. Okay. Mutual development. They must aspire to expand the horizon and cooperate with other circles. So they have to communicate with other circles and they develop some relationship with it. Eventual total populations, total participations. So they must establish an ultimate goal as the full participation of all workers in the same workplace. So they have to make sure all the people are participating in the group. Okay. So the 7 tools for quality control. So these are some tools that we are going to discuss now. Pareto charts. Okay, it is used to identify most significant cause of problem. Ishikawa or phone diagrams. Charts of cause and effects in process. Stratification. The layer charts that place each set of data successfully on top to one another. How the data is made up. Check sheets to provide a record of quality, how often it occurs. Histograms means that is another tool that is used to represent graph which display frequency of various ranges of values of quality. Scatter diagram to determine whether there is a correlation between the two factors. Control chart, a device in SVCE to determine whether or not a process is stable. Okay, so these are some important tools. So in the later on, in the upcoming slides, we will be discussing this in detail. Okay. So quality policy objective in the construction industries. So now we are going to see some policies and objectives in the construction industry with respect to quality. So ISO standards, ISO which we have discussed earlier in the previous lecture, ISO principles. Okay, we have seen 8 principles there. So we'll see some important policies with respect to ISO standards. So So the growing need for common quality standards throughout the world in manufacturing, inspection, and testing specifications, and the need for standardization led to the formation of international committee with the objective of producing international quality standard. The committee considered many national inputs, especially stringent quality requirements for defense contractors, and in 1987 produced a series of standards. These standards is called as ISO 9000. Okay. The set of guidelines effectively manage the important activities in organization which affects quality. These standards specify generic guidelines applicable to any industry service organization. These are system of standards, not product standards, and generally considered as a milestone of path to total quality management (TQA). So, International Organization for Standardization, Geneva, Switzerland, is a approved body for issue and guidance on international standards today. So, the headquarters is at Switzerland. So, benefits of ISO 9000. So, the ISO standards are necessary in nature and have wide worldwide acceptance and a two-party, for example, client, contractor, contractual situation. These are agency that a particular company is following ISO standards. So they are going to certify whether they are following ISO standards or not. So ISO 9000 is more than certificate and on all of the organization. So some of the benefits in implementing ISO standards are listed below. Just going to see some benefits here. So number one, we can say that it is increasingly becoming a requirement of global export, tender, and increase access to global supply to large input-based companies. It is increasingly becoming an effective marketing strategy and provides decisive edge over competition, helps in acquiring new customers. So it ensures consistently dependable process, less failures, less wasted time, materials, and efforts, and reduction in scrap, thus it helps in providing overall productivity and profit. So principles of quality management system. So ISO 9000 series of standards being generic in nature can easily be fit to the needs of the constructor. The crux of these standardization is to say that what it is doing to ensure quality, to do what it says, and to document what is done to in order to in accordance with what it has said. So basically, it is a principles and guidelines mentioned in the ISO standards that we need to follow. So quality management systems are talked about ISO 9000 based on the broad principles. So we'll go through some basic principles here. So first one, that is customer focus, the involvement of current and future customer needs exceeding the same. The customer is more important. Leadership. So leadership means they really rely on leadership. So leaders will create a meeting internal environment where the people are involved completely and trying to achieve an organization culture. So involvement of people means that we are going to involve people at all levels of organization so that their abilities are beneficial, useful for the benefit of the organization. Process approach means it involves managing activities and related resources as a process to achieve desired results efficiently. Organizations are more efficient when they use process approach. System approach to management. Organization must achieve effectiveness and efficiency by identifying integrated process and treating them as a system. Organization must use system approach to manage the integrated processes. Okay, so these are different principles involved here. Continual improvement. Organization must improve their overall performance on a continual basis, which should be one of the program objectives. So we need to make sure that we are continually improving over the period of time. Okay, factual approach to decision. To make an effective decision, organization must take decisions based on factual data and information. Mutually beneficial supply and relationship. Organization and suppliers are independent and thus coordinate relationship with both parties. So they should have proper relationship so that the materials and cost can be optimally efficiently utilized in the project. Can be optimized cost and optimized resources can be used. So ISO 9001 and 2005 standards. So ISO 9001 has 8 sections. Of 8 sections, first 3 are provided for information and remaining 5 lay down the requirements to be followed by the organization that is implementing the standards. ISO developed a series of international standards for quality system. ISO 9000, ISO 9001, 9004. So 9000 describes the fundamentals of quality management system and describes the terminologies of quality management system. So ISO 9001 specifies the requirements of QMS, wherein the organization needs to demonstrate its ability to provide products that fulfill customer and applicable regulatory requirements and aim to enhance customer satisfaction. So ISO 9004 provides guidelines that consider both the effectiveness and efficiency of the QMS. ISO 19011 provides guidance on auditing quality and environmental management system. So now you will have some idea about what are the different ISO standards available for quality management system. And so I'm just going to give you overview about ISO 9001 table 21. You can see that table here. So different sections deals with scope. There are different main sections deals with scope, normative, references, article system, responsibility, resource management, product acquisition, so on so just we are going to see what are the different sections in the ISO document and what is the different uh, what is the role of these particular section. Okay, for example, you can see scope. Scope specifies the purpose of the standard. For a construction company, the contents of scope should be procurement, construction, inspection, testing, and execution. You can say normative reference means reference of all the concept definitions, applicable documents. Terms and definitions means the section deals with the definition of key terms such as clients, supplier, third-party inspection, complete inspection agency, quality assurance, control, inspection, calibration, etc. So in quality management system, the requirements, general requirements, deals with the identification of processes for product realization, determination of sequence involved in the process, measuring and analyzing the process, finally implementation. So these are different, role of each section. So under each section, you can see different policies that is being defined there. So you can see here 5.3 it is quality policy. It deals with the quality policy of the company in line with the company's mission. Documentation requirements means deals with establishing and maintaining quality manual and control of documents and records. Customer focus ensure the customer requirements are determined met with the complete satisfaction of the customer. Responsibility, authority, and communication. It contains the organization chart specifying the responsibility and authority of the key positions marked for implementing the quality system at project level. Management review means review of the quality system at specified intervals for the stated objectives with reference to quality of cost, timely completion, safety. So in this section, that is resource management, there are different subsections of resources. So objective and scope of resource management is specified. For example, for a construction company, the objective could be to establish and maintain procedure for resources in construction activities at site, and the scope could be describing the methods adopted for administration of resources to the satisfaction of the customers. Okay, so human resources deals with personnel, appointment of personnel, their competence, their awareness towards quality objectives, and training details of the process. So the infrastructure deals with the requirement and maintenance of infrastructure to achieve desired quality level. So work environment means provision of suitable work environment that improves positively the motivation and performance of personnel involved in these processes. So product realization. So in that we can see planning of product realization, customer related processes. So planning means like it could be establishing, maintaining the planning and control management for construction activities, establishing work methods, contract administration procedures, details of activities and persons responsible for executing these are very well defined here. So customer related process deals with the requirements specified in the product. This could be even once not stated by the customer but essential for proper functioning of the product. It also deals with the application arrangement. So followed by the organization for communicating with the customer. So you can see in 7.3 design and development. It deals with the planning aspect for the product design and development, determination of inputs for design and development, description of outputs, development and design, review process for design and development. So in the purchasing, you can say that this section deals with purchasing process. So from this, we can understand that there are different sections of different sections given in the ISO standards. Under each section, they have subsections. we can say that every aspect of quality has been, the guidelines have been established in purchasing, production, and service provision. So under that, we can say the section deals with establishing, implementing, and maintaining and validating the procedures for control of production and service commission. Uh, the process of informing the customer of any loss, damage, incompleteness, or other discrepancy regarding any product supplied by them is also mentioned. Control of monitoring and measuring as devices. This section deals with establishing and maintaining a procedure to calibrate and maintain the inspection and test equipment to ensure that equipments are capable of performing to required accuracy. So this section is more and more deals with relevant to the construction projects. Okay. So measurement analysis and implementation. So under this section, we can say that there are some subsections. General, that can say that it is deals with the establishment procedures for implementing monitoring, measurement, analysis, and implement process in all activities to achieve customer satisfaction, product quality, and QMS effectiveness. Monitoring and measurements deals with monitoring the information related to customer perception as to whether the organization has met customer requirements. Details on internal audit process also specified in the guidelines. So control of non-conforming products. Non-conforming means products which are not failed in the quality process. So it describes the responsibilities and methods used by the management for the control of non-conforming product system process and to ensure that effective process and products are prevented from use. So we have to remove that from the process, whatever the material which is failed, okay, under the quality policy, quality systems. Okay. Analysis of data deals with establishing and maintaining a system for applications of statistical techniques that will enable decision making, demonstrate the suitability and effectiveness of QMS, quality management system. Improvement. So the final, that is, improvement means continuous improvement. It deals with establishing and implementing maintaining for continual improvement and for elimination of potential non-conformities. So we have to eliminate the non-conformal products and services then and there during the process. So whenever we find a non-conforming product, we have to eliminate them from the process. Okay, potential non-conformities has to be eliminated, and so that there will be continual improvement inside the project. So these are some guidelines that been given, mentioned in the ISO standards, different sections and subsections. Okay, now we have some idea about what is the quality management ISO standards with respect to quality. So these are some references I have taken for preparing this particular lecture. Thank you.